Mia and Jake were giddy with happiness on their wedding day. They were young and very much in love. They couldn't wait to start their life together.
After a romantic honeymoon, reality set in.
They moved into a small apartment. Both worked hard at their entry-level jobs. Money was tight. They found themselves struggling to make ends meet. The financial strain began to take a toll on their relationship. Small, insignificant arguments became more frequent. They started to bicker about money. They snapped at each other over chores. The stress was palpable in their tiny apartment. Mia and Jake started to doubt their once unshakable bond. They wondered if they had rushed into marriage too quickly.
One evening, after another frustrating day, Mia broke down in tears.
Jake held her close, his own heart heavy with worry. They talked late into the night. They poured out their fears and insecurities. Most importantly, they reminded each other of the love that had brought them together in the first place. They vowed to find a way through this difficult time. They promised to support each other. They knew they could overcome anything as long as they had each other. Little did they know, a life-changing surprise was just around the corner. The next morning, Mia woke up feeling different. She chalked it up to the emotional roller coaster of the previous day. Yet, as the hours passed, a nagging feeling lingered. She decided to buy a pregnancy test. She couldn't shake the possibility, however remote, that their lives were about to change again. The two pink lines appeared almost immediately. Mia's breath caught in her throat. She was pregnant. A wave of emotions washed over her. Fear, excitement, disbelief. She carefully placed the test on the bathroom counter, a million thoughts swirling in her mind.
How could we possibly afford a baby now? Were we ready for such a huge responsibility?
As Jake walked through the door that evening, he was greeted by Mia's tear-filled eyes. He instantly knew something was different. He held her close as she whispered the news. His initial shock quickly gave way to a cautious joy. They held each other, their fears intertwined with a newfound hope. They knew this wasn't part of the plan, not yet anyway. But as they looked at each other, a silent understanding passed between them. This child, this unexpected blessing, was a chance to fight for their happiness. It was a reason to build the life they had always dreamed of, together. The news of the pregnancy became a turning point for Mia and Jake. It forced them to confront their struggles head-on. They knew they couldn't keep treading water. They had to find a way to stay afloat for themselves and for their child. Their focus shifted from mere survival to building a brighter future.
We need to sit down together and create a plan.
They knew they needed more stable jobs, ones that offered better pay and, hopefully, some security. They spent hours scouring job boards, networking with friends, and polishing their resumes. They supported each other's aspirations, offering encouragement and practical advice.
Our efforts paid off. I landed a job as an assistant manager at a local bookstore.
Her love for literature and her natural ability to connect with people made her a perfect fit.
And I secured a position as a junior accountant at a reputable firm.
The relief of financial stability washed over them. They celebrated their successes, their joy tinged with gratitude. Their arguments lessened, replaced by conversations filled with hope and anticipation. They were on the right track, working together to build a loving and secure home for their child.
As my pregnancy progressed, so too did our excitement.
Our small apartment, once a source of stress, was transformed into a haven of anticipation.
We spent weekends browsing baby stores, our laughter echoing through the aisles as we picked out tiny clothes and debated the merits of various crib mobiles.
We attended prenatal classes together, our hands intertwined as we learned about the miracle of childbirth and the responsibilities of parenthood.
We painted the nursery in soft, calming colors.
We assembled the crib with loving care, each piece representing our growing anticipation.
Their financial stability allowed them to enjoy this special time without the constant worry that had plagued them before.
We were able to focus on each other, on our growing bond, and on the tiny life blossoming inside me.
The hardships we had faced, the arguments we had endured, seemed to fade into the background.
We were stronger now, more united than ever before.
The love we shared had deepened, tested by fire and emerging even brighter.
We were ready, as best as any expectant parents can be, to welcome our child into the world.
And as Mia's due date drew near, They couldn't help but feel a sense of awe at the miraculous journey they had been on.
On a crisp autumn morning, our daughter Lily was born.
Holding her in our arms, so tiny and perfect, we were overwhelmed with a love we had never known before.
All the challenges they had faced, all the struggles they had overcome, paled in comparison to the profound love they felt for their child.
Lily's arrival marked the beginning of a new chapter in our lives.
We embraced parenthood with open hearts and unwavering dedication.
The once quiet apartment was now filled with the sounds of cooing and lullabies.
Our days were filled with diaper changes, feedings, and the sheer joy of watching our daughter grow.
We learned to navigate the challenges of parenthood together, supporting each other through sleepless nights and the inevitable uncertainties that come with caring for a newborn.
We took turns comforting Lily when she cried, sharing the responsibility and the joy of soothing her to sleep.
Their love for each other, once tested by hardship, grew stronger with each passing day.
The arrival of our daughter had not only expanded our family, but had also deepened our capacity for love, patience, and understanding.
The years that followed were filled with milestones and memories.
First steps, first words, the bittersweet excitement of Lily's first day of school. We cherished every moment.
We continued to work hard, providing for our daughter and building a life filled with love and laughter.
They faced their share of challenges, as all families do.
There were disagreements, moments of frustration, and times when the weight of responsibility felt heavy.
But through it all, we faced each obstacle together, our bond unbreakable.
They learned that happiness wasn't something that simply happened to you.
It was a choice, a conscious decision to find joy in the everyday moments and to face challenges with resilience and optimism.
We discovered that communication was key, that talking openly and honestly about our feelings, fears, and dreams was essential to maintaining a strong and healthy relationship.
As I grew into a bright and compassionate young woman, my parents felt a sense of pride and gratitude.
They had weathered the storms, emerged stronger, and built a life filled with love, laughter, and unwavering support.
Our journey taught us that true love wasn't just a feeling, it was a verb, an active and ongoing choice to show up for each other day after day, year after year.
And so, as they grew old together, their love deepened, seasoned by time and experience.
Our hair may have turned gray and wrinkles may have formed around our eyes, but our love for each other remained as vibrant and steadfast as ever.
A testament to the power of commitment, resilience, and the enduring strength of the human heart.